either. If you haven't watched the other episodes and you're just turning this on now, you're probably really confused, and you're probably thinking this is like some post-apocalyptic world where we're freaking fish and we're underwater and like the entire world, the ocean's risen above us or something. I don't think so. I'm hoping I didn't just start the episode with 2 minutes of gameplay left. Didn't really know what this is. So you can actually swim up and down by pointing the mouse. And it's definitely a car crash. I'm probably right at this point, right? I mean, this pretty much confirms I die in a car crash. I mean, why else would they be showing me a giant car? It's not really giant, but, you know, it's a pretty crappy car. Oh, man, what's gonna go on here? And that's with all the water. I've just noticed there is a lot of water in this game. Maybe he has, like, a wet dream or something. Alright. Okay. So there's nothing in any of these cars, which I don't know how I feel about that. It's kind of scary. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting to see, like... what's the ending of this game going to be like? Is there something else going on? Is this it? Okay, is that it? I think that's it. So I did indeed die in a car crash. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I'm waking up. Oh! Oh, I see. So that wasn't actually like the next level. That was me being unconscious under the wall. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. Huh. Awesome. So I was correct. We're actually, well, I'm assuming that's what it is. We die in a car crash at some point. Well, I guess at the end of our lives, and then now this is like our heaven kind of thing. It's kind of sad, you know. It's like the revelation point. It's like, oh, I died in a car crash. Although I did figure out pretty early into the game. Well, I can't help it. Sometimes I'm a freaking genius, you know. The sad music's playing. All of the sads are being had. Alright, so let's climb up these rocks. Oh, I was like, whoa, that light just went dark all of a sudden. But nope. See, this is it. We're climbing up to heaven right now. That's what the light at the end of the tunnel is. Oh, that's awesome. Is that it, or is there more? Okay, there is more. Now we've been teleported up to this point. Where is that campsite over here? And oh, we're gonna finally make it up to that lighthouse, aren't we? We're gonna finally see what this lighthouse actually is. That's probably what this. Oh, good thing you always keep an extra handy box of candles with you at all times. Is that a pile of clothes? Yes, indeed it is. They're like, screw it, we're sleeping naked tonight. And we're gonna throw all the clothes out the window. Oh yeah. Okay, so I could. Oh man, I wanna. I kind of want to see the ending of this game at this point.
I sat here and watched two jets carve parallel white lines into the sky. They charted their course, and I followed them for 21 minutes until they turned off near Sanford and were lost. If I were a gull, I would abandon my nest and join them. I would starve my brain of oxygen and suffer delusions of transcendence. I would tear the bottom from my boat and sail across the motorways until I reached this island once again.
What's that say? Luminaceous paint. So it is actually okay. I know that was a thing, luminaceous paint, but yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so it's kind of beckoning me to go to this. To go to this dock in particular, because then there's a candle at the end of it. I wonder if there's gonna be anything here for me or not. I did actually have a case of the SADS when I did realize that, like, you know, that is how we actually die in a car crash. All the SADS are being had. Okay, please don't fall into the water, because I'm pretty sure this is death water. Death water. Is this maybe how other people died? Like, the candles maybe represent other people's deaths? Because we're talking about this game, how other, like, people have made it to this island before. There's maybe, like, the Death Island, and the people who have actually, like, stayed in... I'm sure there's actually constellations in this game or not. Squirrel! Sorry, ADD. I wonder if, like, this is, like, the philosophy in this game is maybe, like, when you do die, everyone comes to this island, and until you find, like, you make, like, terms with yourself, you do stay here, and then maybe that's why there's, like, houses and such. People actually had to, like, stay here for a long time before, like, realizing, oh yeah, I'm dead. Interesting, though. More candles. I don't know what this is. There's some
Of
cool
fire and
architecture.
soil, I
Oh my
chose
god,
fire.
it scared me.
It seemed the more contemporary of the options, the more sanitary. I could not bear the thought of the reassembly of such a ruin. Stitching arm to shoulder and femur to hip, charting a line of thread like traffic stilled on a motorway, making it all acceptable for tearful aunts and traumatized uncles flown in specially for the occasion. Reduce to ash, mix with water, make a phosphorescent paint for these rocks and ceiling.
Interesting. Honestly, I was gonna make mention of this a long time ago. And it's freaking difficult to pay attention to both the text as well as what's going on. Oh, I'm glad I came here. This is gonna be something. What is this? Almost looks like a radio. What are you? What? 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 Oh, pills? What? What is this? It looks like, I don't know, some kind of surgery was done on him. Maybe like he had like those little tongs there. Maybe a little tooth was pulled out of him or something. Looks like a defibrillator or however it's pronounced. Yeah, because there's just two of them there. The one that's out, and then there's also one that's still in there. I don't really understand that completely, but that's kind of interesting. Kind of scary as well. It's like, man, imagine having to have surgery done to you. It's like you get lost on an island and like, oh crap, I need to have surgery done right now. And like these island folk are like, oh here, come to this little cave. We have this one little machine. We don't really know what it does. We found it a little while. It seems to help though. And then like did surgery on you. And you're like, oh man, this would be very scary. My imagination. Yeah. Who even knows how my imagination works? Right. More branching paths. Okay, that just leads to nowhere. This is a dead end. Okay. For some reason I thought this would be where I actually had to go. What is this? Chocolate bar? Aww. Is that a kid? Is that maybe this guy's kid? I mean, I was saying maybe a whole bunch of people come to this island. But perhaps this is just his island, and this is his kid that maybe died in the car crash with him? Aww. Maybe that's what that means. It's funny! A little picture frame with cracked... I mean, I'm guaranteed the cracked glass, that does represent death, right? That's what I'm assuming anyways. Okay, what's gonna be on this one? Is it maybe his wife that's also dead in here? Maybe his entire family died in a car crash? Uh-huh. Wait, what is this? What am I about to see? Yeah, look at this. More car parts. I knew it! That was some scarier sound effects. That is very, like... Oh, man. He did die in a car crash, then. We already knew that, but I mean, that just kind of, like... puts in... Like, we don't really know if maybe... Or maybe he's the one... Maybe he's not the one who died in the car crash. Maybe he's the one that killed everybody in a car crash. And this is his way of...
There were chemical
like,
diagrams
oh
on a mug he gave me coffee in, sticky at the handle where his hands shook.
Scary.
He worked for a pharmaceutical company with an office based on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. He'd been travelling back from a sales conference in Exeter, forming a strategic vision for the peddling of antacid yogurt to the European market. You could trace the connections with your finger, join the dots, and whole new compounds would be summoned into activity.
Light. I can't read that. EROM. HEA. Healin. Man, I can't. SYOLF. Around him. Like the candles around him, maybe? Is that what that is? Around him? Like, does that mean maybe I wasn't the one who died in the car crash, like I was kind of saying before? Maybe I just, like, you know, like I was trying to say, maybe I just, like, felt like, I mean, I killed a whole family in a car crash, you know, I'm just, like, this is how I'm dealing with it, I guess, like, and maybe this is, like, a dream or something. Is it gonna be sunrise? Is that the moon setting? Or, okay, yeah, the moon was up before, wasn't it?
From here, I could see my armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach. Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic. And I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
Aw. It's another boat. So, yeah. All of the stats are being... Oh, we are... Well, I've been saying we're getting really close to that for a long time, so I mean, that really doesn't hold any significance anymore. Although I am curious, because it has been the one entire thing we've been aiming for this entire game. Okay. On a sudden light from my healing shone around him, and he'll fall to the ground? He'll fell to the ground? Okay, those are just bricks. I thought those are like newspaper article clippings on a sudden light from heaven shone around him, and he fell to the ground. On a sudden light from heaven shone around him, and he fell to the ground. Okay, I just wanted to get that down. I'm glad I was finally able to read one of those. It's just the lettering. I know it's supposed to be like hard to read. It's supposed to be all cryptic and such, but nope, you're not gonna crush me and go into there. Okay. Yeah, I feel bad for not being able to read most of those. I'm glad I was able to read one of them at least. That makes me feel a tiny bit better. We're going up this other line. Should we end up? Yeah, we're gonna end off the episode. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. My name's Chris, and this is a freaking fantastic. I'm glad I spent money on this. If you enjoy, I'll see you guys later. Peace!